Salut, I'm Pitch. Today I show you how I focus stack my handheld macro images. So there is different way to do it. If you don't mind to carry a lot of stuff, you can bring a tripod, you can bring a focus slider, you can bring some light sources, you can bring some light diffusers. And if your subject is not moving, if your insect is not moving, if you are photographing a mushroom, for example, you can get very good result, even professional results. But most likely you want to do that in a place where you can control everything in your kitchen, for example, where there is no wind and nothing is moving at all. You can also do it inside your camera. You can do it in your camera. Nowadays, most camera can do focus stacking, and you can do it directly in the field. The problem is that you will need a lens that has autofocus, which I don't have. And you have also my way, which I will show you right now. So why the process of focus stacking in the first place? Simply because sometimes you want more of your subject to be in focus. In macro photography, the depth of field is very small, and personally I don't mind, and it's a personal challenge to try to get something good with a very shallow depth of field. But sometimes it's just not enough depending on your subject. For example, that image here, you can see what I'm talking about. I could not find any angle that show the head plus the interesting part of the subject. It is a very hard subject to photograph. Look here, it looks so messy. You have a hard time trying to understand what is going on that picture. And probably a stack may have solved the problem. I am not the king of focus stacking or any other post-process, but the way I do it is simple, quick, and it works most of the time. So at least you will have an idea on how it can be done and improve by yourself from there. Oh, there is a spider here. Never saw that one before. Huh. I will shoot that later. So you want to find an insect that is not moving too much. Here I have two butterfly wasp, I think it's called. And there is a bunch of other insects around me. I think I'm surrounded. You want to put the same settings as usual. Me, actually, I have shutter speed 100, aperture f8. Please notice that you can go f5 or f4 because at the end you will stack the image anyway. So if you are not shooting with a flash, maybe it could be interesting to open your aperture a bit. And ISO 200. So a good technique is to make a bridge between your lens and the subject, and for that you have to handle the leaf and very delicately, because you don't want the insect to notice that and to fly away. So you want to put your lens on your finger like so, and then you are very stable and you will be always at the same distance from your subject. Once you are at this position, you can move back and forth with your finger, just pinching a bit the leaf, and like so you will have some good precision compared to just hand-holding your lens. So it is extremely hard to get a good focus at on every part of the body of your subject. So I will advise you that you just focus on the eyes for the first pictures that you take, and then move with your fingers, pinching the leaf back and forth slowly. So let's try it with those two butterfly wasp. You pinch the leaf or the branch or whatever it is. You lay down your lens on your fingers. You start by the eyes, and quickly you take a lot of pictures, going from the eyes to the front and then to the back of your subject, maybe 10 pictures. And once you have your 5, 10, 15 pictures, you check at the back of your camera if the eyes is in focus, if you have many pictures of your insect and it seems that nothing is moving, and if there is a problem, you start over. If not, you go home, and I will show you how do I stack. On the way home, I found that beautiful little praying mantis, and because it is too reflective to use my flash, I used the burst mode to do some focus bracketing. Shutter speed 1/500th of a second, aperture f5.6, ISO around 700. With that method you want the higher burst mode that your camera can offer. In my case I used 15 frames per second. You want to push and hold the shutter while moving slowly all the way through your subject. You can as well move your focus ring instead and move your focus point through your subject while shooting. So first let's start with something easy. Here I chose 3 pictures shot consecutively. The 46, here you have the 47 and the 48. In the 48 you have the head of the spider that is in focus. In the 47 the head of the grasshopper is in focus. In the 46 some legs part are in focus. Now you open the focus stacking software of your choice. Here we will use Helicon. By the way, you can try it for free for 1 month, I think. No credit card needed at the time I recorded this video. Your next step is written in big in the middle of the screen. So I will drag my pictures here, and after the program is done making some calculations, all you have to do is pushing the button render on the bottom right, and now on the right of the screen you have the result of your stack. The head of the spider is in focus. The head of the grasshopper is in focus compared to the image on the left. You can, by the way, change the image on the left by any of your original pictures on the top right here, so you can compare everything you want. So now you just check that there is no problem with your picture, and if it happens that you have a double leg or something weird, you can actually correct the mistake with this next mode. Here on the top, now we are in the rendering mode actually. The next button is retouching mode. This is where you can correct anything you want. The next mode, I think you can add some text. I never used that one. The last one is the one that you want to push now, the saving mode. Then you go on the right and you push save again. You choose where you want to save your picture, then you can edit your new image, and this is the final result edited. Now let's have a look at a bigger stack with some complications to fix. I chose already 6 photos of that thorn mimic tree hopper, and I dragged them in Helicon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The eyes is in focus on the picture number 4. However, it is not very good, but that's the best I could get. On the other pictures, we have other parts in focus. In the bottom right, by the way, you have 3 different methods of stacking, method A, B, and C. I tried them. The C was the worst for what I'm doing. I go with the default one, the B. So once again, we click render on the bottom right. We wait few seconds for the process to finish. And the result appear on the image on the right. And this time, as you can see, there is some artifacts in the background. A double horn over there, and it looks like there is a double wing as well. So to fix the wing, for example, we can try to eliminate one of the 2 pictures that has some of the wings in focus. Let's eliminate the number 5. You can go over the image in the bottom left, right click, then remove output. Then you right click on the picture 5, click remove image, and you render again. Then you can compare again the image on the left that has the sharpest wing, and it seems that
we fixed one of the problem now. Then you have the double horn. In that case, you want to choose the image where the horn are in focus. You click on the retouching mode on the top here. I have already a medium-sized brush, and then now you just paint. What you see on the left is what you will get on the right. Also, what you see inside the cleaning circle, that one, is what you will get if you hold the left button of your mouse. So we remove the double horn and all the artifacts in the background at the same time. It is a good idea to clean the darkest part of your image, because you can have some artifacts as well once you go edit your image in Lightroom or Luminar or whatever you choose. And that's it. Also, you can apply some blur on the foreground as well if you want. You choose the image that you want to copy. Maybe the first one. You adjust the size of the brush and you paint. Then you save your image again and you're done. And this is the final image. Not perfect, but perfect for the demonstration at least.
So I hope you liked my little video. Please like and subscribe, it helps my channel to grow. And I see you on the next one. Cheers!